Okay. Hey, Neek. Listen, I figured out what I have to do for the members, right? I had set it up like I do this, set it up ahead of time, but then I didn't know how to do it when I got to that point. So I just have to set it up 5 minutes before. Now I know how to do that, so we won't have that problem next Saturday. I figured it out best I could, child. Best I could. Anyway, what's going on, Nick? It's so hot here. I ain't got my air on, but I'm still paying the gas bill. Got one fan right here, one fan right here. And I got my lights out. Do I need to turn my upper light on? Is this good? Is this a good? Can you see me good? Hey! Hey, Miss Red. Love you back. Nick, is my lighting good or should I go turn on my overhead light? I don't want to because this might make it hot. Yeah. It's so hot, y'all. I think it's 100 degrees or something close to it. Close to it. I can't wait to get it started. Get it started. Get it started, y'all. I can't wait to get it started. Listen, thank you. Yes, I do. You got to get your shirt. Okay, let me know. You got to get your shirt. You got to get a membership as well, too. You got to get you a membership as well. Because, I'm going to say it again when some more people get in here. I have a membership. And in my membership, I will be doing reactor videos where I can talk, cuss, say whatever I want to say. So that's what's going to be going on in the membership. Plus, we're going to have a book club. I'm going to read excerpts from my book. And, yeah, I'm a little early. And, Nick, is my lighting good or should I turn my overhead light on? I didn't want my light on because it's too hot. Yeah. You ain't late. You ain't never late, Nick. You ain't never late. Hey, Gwendolyn. Hey, come on in. Light is good. Okay, cool. Because I ain't going to turn the overhead light on because it might make me hot. I got two fans. One right here. One right here. But anyway, back to the membership, Lady Sparkle. Get a membership because I'll be doing reactor videos where I can be my whole self. I can't really be my whole self. Because YouTube penalizes you, right? And my goal is to get paid from this. So I can't be my whole self. But on the reactor, I can be my whole self. Even though they still penalize you, but I can be my whole self. I can be my whole self because it'll just be my members. Yes, you got to get a membership, right? It's a lot of perks to the membership. It's a lot of perks to the membership. It's like I said, I'll be doing excerpts from my book until that gets published. We're going to have a book club. And we're also going to be discussing at some point having a meet and greet. I know y'all been talking about that for a while. You know, having a meet and greet and planning that trip. Because it'll be a trip. Okay? Anyway, y'all. I got to talk about, I'm trying to wait on a few more folks. Let me tell y'all what I got to talk about right off the top. I couldn't decide exactly what it was, but I know what it is. If you was a member, you just saw my video, right? I have to talk about Jeremy, what's his name? Jeremy Brown, the guy who was the knockout king, and Carlisha Hood, whose son had to kill the knockout king. Now, the family, what I'm talking about, everybody know he was dead wrong. He got what he was supposed to get. God saw to that. The part I want to talk about is the family members and the baby mama. I don't know if the baby mama girlfriend. I take that back. Girlfriend, right? Now, initially when I saw this girl talking and saying he was the knockout king and she went viral all on all the platforms, I thought she was the sister because she said something about family. Well, she was the girlfriend. The girlfriend who he had already burnt her house down. I'm going to say that one more time. He had already burned her house down. Okay? This is a girl who's been abused, and he abused her. He abused you, burnt your house down, and you still defending him after he hit a woman twice, like she was a man. Right? There was pictures of his mama and auntie, right? I'm gonna call him a mammy, his mammy and auntie, right? And then they had T-shirts that said "Knockout King." If that wasn't the most, if that wasn't the, see my thing, I always do wrong. If that wasn't the craziest, if that wasn't the craziest thing I ever saw, right? Okay, now we right. That wasn't the craziest thing I ever saw. Okay, now let me turn that off. Okay, all right. Always something system child. I need an IT dude, but I figured it out for myself though. I figured it out. But yeah, so and then they had, it was just so ghetto-y, right? I didn't even call it fabulous because he was wrong for what he did. They had a casket with his picture on it. That's fine. But then they had it with money. I thought it was real money, but it was a picture of money all over the casket, like he was body, right? Y'all, when I tell y'all that's the most embarrassing, stupidest, all kind of words I could think of, right? That dude did that. It was senseless, and it didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen, right? It didn't have to happen. Had he just kept his hands to himself, you know. And if y'all saw the video, what I didn't like was the way his stance was with the woman. You know, he read back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, Lois. I tell you what is going on. Yes, absolutely. That's coming up next. Absolutely, because I got a lot to say about that. But his stance was, he read back. Hey, Angel, I did, much as I can. Let me tell y'all, if y'all wasn't here last week, child, the lights went out. The lights went out while I was going on my live, right? And the Wi-Fi went out first. So I thought it was something I did, try to fix it and all that. Then the lights started blinking. Then the lights went out. I didn't get any lights, y'all, till Tuesday evening. And the Wi-Fi didn't come on till the next day or something, right? It was a mess. But thank God my son has a generator. And so we had TV and lights and a fan in the living room because we had to hook up every extension cord we had to the generator, and the generator had to be 20 feet away, so it's in the front of the yard, and then we had to hook up all the cords so that we could have light in one room. You know, I got the twins, they don't know nothing about darkness, right? Child, it was something, okay? I'm glad it was not as hot as it is now, because now it's extremely hot. But that was the deal, okay? And it just bummed me out because I was so ready and so ready. That's all I can say. I was so ready, right? And then that happened, right? But anyway, back to the Jeremy who killed himself. He killed himself. You went in there. I just can't understand. And you know, another thing that I didn't like was the people that stood around and watched. Now, the girl that filmed it, we don't expect her to do nothing because she's a girl. But the man that walked out the door, the man didn't say, "Hold up, buddy. Wait a minute, son." Said nothing. Just walked out the door with a little smirk on his face, right? Listen, us, black women, are the least protected creatures on the earth, right? We got to fend for ourselves, and I hope y'all know that. We got to defend. Unless you got a good dude with some brothers and like what I do, but still, you got to fend for yourself. Even with them sometimes, right? They can get a little funny, right? But dude got what he deserved. He got what he deserved, right? It was very tragic, very embarrassing. It was very embarrassing for black folks, right? Very embarrassing because that just shows, or that just encourages the stereotype of who we are, right? Because some folks, that's all they see is the clownery and buffoonery on social media or TV or whatever, right? But he got what he deserved. That's that. You know, hope ain't, you know, any of his folks on here, I'm sorry. And you know, another thing, I was waiting, and this girl went so crazy, and it went viral about what she was saying here, because y'all just getting on my nerves with that, spreading it out and talking about it. He hit a woman not once but twice, and he ran back and hit her. You know, he had a stance, flat-footed, feet apart, right? Brace for the, you know, he hit her with all the little might he had. Because he didn't knock her out. I don't know how she took the punch, but he didn't knock her out, he didn't knock her down. He looked like he weighed about 160 pounds, 150 pounds, right? I don't know who he was knocking out. He was the knockout king. I don't know if he was knocking out little kids or women, because I don't believe he's knocking out no man. I don't believe that, right? What I didn't understand was why nobody didn't say, hey, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Now, the girl who did the filming, I was told, I didn't see it actually, that her, Carlisha Hood, and the girl that did the filming, because if the girl hadn't been filming, Carlisha Hood and her son would be in the penitentiary the rest of their life, right? The girl that did the filming, and her united on social media, on somebody's page or something. And she was saying how grateful and thankful that she was that this girl videoed the incident, right? Because if not, that woman would be in jail and her son would be in jail. And even more so, the son is traumatized. He gonna have PTSD. He gonna need a lot of love, a lot of therapy, a lot of that. He's gonna need a lot of that, right? Because he's 14. He's got to process that. And somebody in my comment has said, and it made a lot of sense, that he's right on the cusp, so he can go. Even if he hadn't shot dude, he's on the cusp of going good or bad. 14 is a tricky little age for boys, right? And he's on the cusp of, hey Denise, he's on the cusp of, he can go left or he can go straight, right? And this, I hope, don't make him go left, right? I hope this don't make him go left. You know what I'm saying? Because, and another thing, he's got to go to school. You know, I want somebody to start a GoFundMe for them, or I don't know if it's whatever you need, whatever. Somebody to help them move. They can't stay where they stay now, because them people's high, top tier ignorant. Them folks, Jeremy's people, is top tier, and it explains why he was so ignorant, right? Because for you to say he's a knockout king, I don't care what you say, he was a knockout king. You proud of him knocking out a girl? Tried to? And the fact that he had already did things to you, he had already harmed you, right? He burnt you out of a house. Like, how would you even say anything about the man, right? Listen, y'all, that was the most ridiculous, didn't have to happen, SHIT, I'll say it in a minute, right? That just did not have to happen. It just did not have to happen. But if you believe in God, God said enough. Because from what I can gather through the comments, he's been terrorizing that community. That's sort of like a bully, I would say, right? So he's been terrorizing that community. So I guess he thought, you know, he could come up in the restaurant and bully on this lady. I don't even know what you get out of. That's like somebody bullying a kid. What do you get? What does a man get out of bullying a female? What you get out of that? Does it make you feel good? I've almost said something, but I can't say nothing. Said she going to pay for the 14-year-old college. She's good, because you know what I said in my members? I said, depending on his level of intelligence, he needs to go to a private school. I said that. Oh, good. I'm happy about that. Now, I want to cuss so bad. You done messed up the honor roll student mind. A zero, a nothing Negro. Y'all, that was a tragic case. Thank God that the young lady had a video recording of the incident, and they didn't have to go to jail, and they let that lady go and let her son go, and now they can heal. Thank God for that, right? But let's up next talk about it. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I was going to work, I listened to Steve and Shirley Strawberry every morning. I like to hear the Strawberry letter. That was my thing, right? And I hated it if I had to get out the car before they did the second part of the Strawberry letter. Now, isn't it ironic that somebody that reads the Strawberry letter and answers the Strawberry letter about relationships, it's you in the biggest befuffle ever, right? Now, they say the husband, I ain't got quite all the details, and I done watched some videos, something about some kids. If I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody know, help me out. Some kids and an animal. I ain't quite got what the animal thing is, right? I watched the proceedings a little bit, but I didn't get really a good understanding of what was going on, because I think what was happening was they were in arraignment with all those different people, because I was like, who was all those people? But I think everyone was getting arraigned at that time, I think, right? Anyway, when I took a good look, I'm talking about a good look with my good eyes, right? Dude look a little weird. You know, he looks a little weird. Now, from afar, he looked like a very handsome man. But when you look close, and I want y'all to look close, when you look close, thank you for the love, y'all. When you look close, he look a little, okay? The way he was perched, the way his lips were, you know, I right away identified something. Now, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Hope I am wrong. And I hope Shirley, because Shirley seemed to have so much good sense when she talking about the strawberry letter. She seems to give very good advice for the most part, right? Child, when I looked at Buddy, Mr. Strawberry, I don't know what his name is. I should have wrote it down. I don't know what his name is. He looked a little different. And then I was looking at the wedding picture. At the wedding. This was the wedding I looked at, okay? This is the wedding picture. The wedding picture looked a little iffy to me. And he looks like he's a little bit younger than her. I don't know. And they say that Steve introduced him. You know, Steve thinks he's the matchmaker. He introduced, seemed like well, on his show or something, Cynthia and her husband did last year. But, you know, just looking. Now, we ain't supposed to judge a book by its cover, but just looking at him, I don't know. I don't know, right? What y'all think about it? Do anybody know anything about it besides what I know? Some about some kids. I want to know what about the kids, because I still didn't get an understanding of what did he do with the kids. What did he do with the kids? And then supposedly he has a girlfriend in Miami or Florida somewhere. He got a girlfriend. Like, how do you know that? And who is she? And did she come out and say, I'm the girlfriend? Y'all help me out here. Because I was trying to dig into it, but everything I saw gave me the same information, right? And I also told, I don't go to work anymore, but I also was told that they did not speak of it on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, which I didn't think they would. But seemed like you talk about everybody else's business, you might just address it a little bit, like, hey, y'all, I don't know what's going on no more than y'all do. Maybe I'll keep you posted. I don't know. You know, say something. You know what I'm saying? Say something. But, they say nothing been said. So I don't know. But now this is the dilemma that I would be in if I was Shirley, right? So he's been accused. He's not been convicted. He could be not guilty. I don't know. We don't know what the evidence is. That's what I want to know, what they got, right? Do you stay with him? If this was you all, do you stay with him until he's proven innocent? Or do you just part ways right now? I know you can't turn off love, but you know you have to use your common sense and stuff. Because if you like kids and animals, you don't like me, right? And I would like to think, this is what I would like to think. I just saw a weird movie like that on Temu. What is it called? Tubi, just now. I just watched a movie about it just now. I would like to think that if your man is into other things, he's not that into you. And you already know that he's into other things. Because if he ain't touching you, maybe he is. That makes it even worse. But if he's not, then you have an inkling when the accusations come about. You know what I'm saying? So do you stay with him? Or do you, what do you do? Do you stay with him, or do you just cut ties right now like, nigga, I'm gone? Or do you stay with him and see what happens? Like, that is the question. What do you do? What would I do? I would probably part ways, and it would hurt. I'd be in the bed crying or something. But I would probably part ways. Pretty sure, because that's a heavy accusation. And I don't think you can make that accusation or get indicted if it wasn't some sort of truth to it. I don't know. That's heavy, though. And animals, like, what was you doing with the animals? And where is he from? Where are you from? Like, where is he from? Chronicle Speaks reported that the girlfriend lives on this... What? As his wife. Now, she lived... Oh, So the girlfriend is from here too, because Shirley lives in Buckhead. So the girlfriend lives here, but she also has a home in Florida. Shut up. Is this, shut up. Just like Wendy Williams' husband had a girlfriend down the street, around the corner or something. How dare you? That is so disrespectful. What? It lives on the same street. What? You put your girl on the same street as me? See, listen, this is what I understand, y'all. Okay, men cheat. That's what people say. Men cheat, right? Y'all, everybody in here, like for me. Please like for me. I'm trying to grow my channel. Help me grow Jackie with a Q, right? If you love me, okay, you just can't help yourself. You're a cheater, right? Don't have enough respect to don't put her down the street. And how do you know when you put her down the street that she ain't gonna come and knock on my door? Why does she have to know where I live? Why does the side piece know more than your main line? Because I know the side piece knew she was on the same street. She had to know that, right? Like, that's so disrespectful. Oh my God, what? That's so disrespectful, y'all. I'm sick of Negro. Now he don't, you know what that says to me? Now I'm not, I do psychology on the side, right? It says to me that he don't like women. He don't have no respect. He don't like women. He don't. And a lot of these dudes don't. I'm finding that out. I'm finding that out. That's why we having such a hard time, because they don't really like us. Not saying they're gay, but they don't really like us. Now I don't know how they think they can get along in the world without us, but they don't like us. They don't like us. Not like we like them. He's no, none at all. Like that's what you do. That's what you do down the street, bro. Now that I know that information, I would cut him straight off. I'm done. I just have to cry to Steve and have to take a few days off from the morning show. Get myself together. But I would cut that off. I would just cut that off, because that's disrespectful. Even if you didn't mess with no kids, even if you didn't mess with no animals. The fact that your girlfriend lived down the street, and what's the coincidence of the girlfriend just happened to move on that street? No, you helped her get there. You helped her get there. Hey, Ordeal. Hey. Yeah, like that's all disrespectful. That just, I keep trying to have hope, y'all, because I'm single. I keep trying to have hope and keep hope alive. But every day I hear something that be like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, right? I'm going to focus on my YouTube and on my book and, my other endeavors. I just I talk to, guys, I don't even great go into that right now. We talk about that later, child. So, I don't know. We got best wishes for Shirley Strawberry and hope it all work out for her, for her, right? That's weird. That is very, very weird, right? But let me tell y'all this, what I got to talk about, which I think I was going to talk about last week, I think, before the lights went out. Did y'all see about the pastor? He looked young. The pastor who shot his wife and himself in front of his kids. Now, I get you want to kill everybody, but why do that in front of your kids? Why traumatize your kids like that? Why? Why traumatize your kids like that, right? Them kids will be scarred forever. And what I don't like, y'all, just because I've been a victim of some goofy arrangements, is that, so if you're a man of God, right? You're a man of God. You know right from wrong, and you know better on some things, right? So you just lost your mind one day, and you're gonna kill your wife, and you're gonna kill yourself. What about your kids? Do you not love your kids? The kids are innocent. The kids are innocent, right? That blew me, right? And then when I looked at him and looked at her, again, I'm being judgmental. She probably didn't really like him. A lot of people are in the church, y'all. For y'all that don't know so much like it, I saw that he was really young too. Yeah, he looked really, really young. He was like early 20s. A lot of people will get with these guys in church for prestige and prominence. I'm married to the pastor. I'm married to I go with the drummer. I don't know what that weird thing is. It's like a subculture, right? It is a subculture. But they get with them because of prestige and power and popularity, right? I'm with the deacon. I'm deacon so-and-so's wife. They do that kind of stuff, right? Knowing that this man is either gay or he ain't what you really want, right? He ain't what you really want. But I've seen it, 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 right? I've seen it all my life. I know at home of instances where women have had babies by these men, right? Knowing that they're gay. You know what I'm saying? They do it because of prestige, right? Everyone no call to the ministry is a mess. It is very much so. Because you know, when I looked at him, he looked odd. When I looked at him, he looked a little odd, right? That's okay. But they didn't look like a match. You know how sometimes you look at people, and, you know, they match. They go together. You can tell. They didn't look like that. They didn't look like that. And I'm going to say she probably got, I don't know, I can't say, but I'm going to just say, you know, she probably got something, she got sick of him some kind of way. Something made him snap. Something made him snap to want to kill her and himself. Something made him snap. That's all I'm saying. Listen, y'all. I got 17 folks in here. I did have 20. I don't know where y'all at, but come on back. I need y'all, I'm going to talk about this right now, to get memberships, right? The membership is $5.99. I need y'all to get memberships, okay? Let me get at least 5 more this week, okay? Let me get some memberships, right? Because I got a lot of great things planned, and I want you to be a part of it, right? I'm going to be doing reactor videos. If you have something you want me to react to, send it to me in the email. But I will be doing reactor videos on whatever is current or a show that I haven't decided yet. You know, whatever I feel like at the moment, right? Unless you all give me a suggestion, I'll do that as well. But I will be doing reactor videos, and I'll be my whole self, right? Also, we're going to have a book club for those of you that enjoy reading. And I also will be reading excerpts from my book until it is published, right? I'm going to be reading excerpts from my book. I'm not finished. I ain't nowhere near finished. I would say I'm halfway, kind of, sort of, maybe. But, you know, let me say this to you all. YouTube is really a full-time job, right? It's very time-consuming, and it's very tedious, right? It take a lot. Some days I'm on here all day just trying to get something together for the next time, right? As y'all noticed, I still don't know how to put stuff up, right? I'm going to figure that out, but not right now, because I'm still learning. Like, I'm still learning stuff, right? And now that I'm not working, I have more time to learn, but I didn't have time before. So, this is very tedious, right? And I'm going to ask you guys something today, but I'm going to wait till a little later, see if some more people come in here. But I'm going to ask something of you guys, right? Besides the membership. So just keep that in mind, right? Besides the membership. Now, also, y'all, they let Lil Boosie out. Lil Boosie Boo got out, right? Lil Boosie Boo got out, right? And went to the nephew. I was waiting on you. I'm working on Head Tight today, but I've been listening to you since now. Okay, cool. I was worried about you. You know, let me tell y'all something about my nephew, right? Now, this is my nephew. I ain't never seen him and put my eyes on him, but I feel a kinship. And when he ain't here, I feel away. Right? Because I like his energy. I can't even explain it, y'all. I just can't explain it, right? But Corey, I need you to get a membership. I was looking for you there. You ain't getting no membership. I need you to get a membership, right? I need you to get a membership. That's important to me, y'all. Let me tell y'all something like I was saying. Being a content creator, my daughter said quit saying YouTuber. Being a content creator is very time consuming and it's very hard. And it's just me. Like a lot of people y'all see, they got somebody to help them. They got helpers, right? I'm figuring out stuff as I go. I'm figuring out stuff as I go. And I do a lot of research to make it where it's at, right? So it's time consuming, y'all. So I'm asking y'all this now. I ain't even gonna wait till later because I got 20 people in here. Let me tell y'all what I'm asking y'all. Now I'm dead serious about this before we go any further because I got a whole bunch to talk about today. So I hope y'all got y'all snacks and y'all zooms and wham-whams, right? Hey, Nola, it's Nola. No, I think, is you on TikTok? Because it's a Nola that I follow, but I think she's Nola girl now that I think about it. It's a mutual kinship. I'm gonna get her a membership, auntie, for sure. Okay, okay. No, because I thought it was you. Are you on TikTok? I thought because I think the girl that I just thought about that I follow, I think she's Nola girl, but she always do stuff on TikTok, right? But anyway, y'all, I'm asking y'all. I got 21 in here. Yay! Y'all, if y'all not through this, I want somebody neat to put my Cash App down, because if I put it down, it goes to YouTube, right? I want somebody to put my Cash App information. Neat, do you have it? Put my Cash App information on here, right? Because if I, like I said, if I do it, it gets connected to YouTube, and they wait till they give it to me, right? I have to wait. 22. Well, come on now, 23. But anyway, y'all, I'm asking. I'm still gonna love y'all, but I'm in dire need. I would not say this. I know I've said it before, but this time it's really, really serious, right? I'm talking serious. I ain't gonna really tell y'all how serious, but it's dead. Oh, I almost cussed. Dead serious, right? If everybody could send me $10 through Cash App. Nick, I don't know if you can you see my Cash App? Do you know my Cash App, Nick? If everybody could send me $10, it's very, 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 very important. I'm gonna say it again before I end. I know everybody got things to do. I ain't working, y'all. My whole thing is YouTube and my book. My whole life, right? Because I want this to grow, right? I want this to grow. So my whole thing is YouTube. Now I'm dedicated to YouTube, right? And I'm not working, and I'm fucked up. Okay? I got that out. I hope they don't catch that. But anyway, if y'all could send me, if everybody could Cash App me, okay? Cash App me. Whatever's on your heart, Cash App me. Nick, I can't. Do you know my Cash App? It's $. Nick, type it up for me. $JOVAM 21. Okay. Put my Cash App there for me, please. Put my Cash App up there. Y'all Cash App me. If you don't see it, if you can't see it on here, then go to my video, and it'll be any of my videos in the description is there, right? I got 25. Come on now, 25, y'all. Give me some likes and some love. Hit the hearts and stuff. Do y'all know it was just a few weeks ago that I just found out that you can heart videos, YouTube lives? I didn't know that, right? Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, Boosie got out and was able to go to the BET Awards. Now, let's talk about the BET Awards. I ain't watch it all, right? I watched bits and pieces because I ain't had time. I didn't have time. Thanks, Nick. I didn't have time, right? But I saw clips. Let's talk about what Trina had on. Now, we all had a body at one time. We all had a body, right? You know, as you get older, 40, 50, change a little bit. Unless you got you a personal trainer or you working out every day. But if you just living your life, it change a little bit, right? Now, Trina walked out there. First of all, let me just say this. I was disappointed in a lot of the ladies in what they had on. I don't know what this naked booty culture is. I'm all down with sexy. Y'all know that. I love sexiness, right? But just to be straight up naked and you just covering up your nipples and your vagina, that's something different, right? BET Awards show. Treat this like the Grammys or the Oscars, like have a level of excellence, right? Anyway, yeah, it was ratchet. It was definitely ratchet. Some of my favorites was ratchet. I was like, ugh, right? But Trina was a performer. She marched out there with a bodysuit, red bodysuit, right? She marched out there in a red bodysuit like a big old tomato on legs, right? And people were saying they thought she was pregnant. Now, I knew she wasn't pregnant because I watched Love and Hip Hop Miami or whatever, right? And I've been saw that her stomach got big because she kind of had it covered up a little bit, right? Child, she came out there in the whole bodysuit. I don't know who talked to her. I don't know. First of all, I don't think any of them ladies had a stylist. Everybody think they can style themselves, right? Wrong. It was wrong, right? And I don't know how Trina's team let her walk out there like that. Now they say she got mad. You know, her team was mad because the people in the comments were saying all kind of stuff, right? But y'all know this the world of social media. People gonna talk, right? It didn't look right. When I seen her march out there, I said, what? You know, a lot of times I told y'all when stuff's too ridiculous, it take me a minute to process. It just be so ridiculous, right? Listen, I don't know what she was thinking. I know she had to have a mirror. I know she got a team, the same team that got mad at all the people for talking about her. That's the team should have told you, hold on, wait a minute, Trina. Sis, we ain't doing that one. As I know, y'all rehearsed it. I know y'all did a look over. You know, what you gonna wear, Trina? Okay, this it. Oh, okay. No, that ain't. No, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand. And we know we all wanna. You know, we all want that body we had when we was 21, 25, 32, 33, 34, 35. You know, we want that, right? But sometimes it don't stay like that, sis. It just don't stay. And in your mind, you might think, I can pull this off, right? I remember when I first started gaining weight after my son, my last son, and I used to go to the store and shop because I'm a shopper, right? And I'd be like, oh, they ain't making these clothes right. They making these clothes wrong. That's what I had told myself. They making the clothes wrong because I couldn't fit them. Because I had gained weight and I couldn't admit to myself that I had gained weight. I said, oh, they making these wrong. They sizing these wrong. You know, like you can't, but that's why she got a team to tell her right now if I put on something funny, or I might think it's the bomb, right? And my daughter be like, no, don't do that, right? You need somebody to tell you no. But you know, Trina's mean. If y'all watch My Love Have Her, she's mean. And her, now I know it just come to me what happened. Trina's mean to her people that's in her inner sanctum, believe it or not. I don't even know how they still work with her because she's mean to them, right? I don't know if she's mean to them on TV, but she's mean, right? To them, and they act like they scared of her. Even her cousin Joy, who I just love, Joy, they're mean. Hey, Kimmy, she's mean to her. They're a little scared of Trina, right? They're scared of Trina. I don't know if Trina feeding everybody. I don't know what's going on, but they're a little scared of her. So that's probably what happened. She put that on and twirled around, and they was too scared to tell her, no, sis, no, That's what happened. And then when she put it on and everybody started talking about it, she probably cussed him out like, why y'all let me do this, do that? That's what happened. That's why they had to get on social media and have her back. That's what happened. But anyway, Boosie Boo got out to be at the awards. I'm gonna tell you somebody else that disappointed me, and that's my girl. Been following her from way back. It's just hilarious. She had on, and let me tell you somebody else who had on an awful outfit. A lot of them did. Diamond. Now you know, Diamond went to the BET Awards with Scrappy. I don't know how you know. Now listen, if I go to the BET Awards with a married man soon to be divorced, if I go anywhere, if I go down to the corner store with him, I'm going to look good as I could possibly look because y'all going to know why he with me and not his wife. You understand what I'm saying? Diamond, when I saw Diamond, I had to blow the picture up. Her toes, she got long toes or something. My daughter says she always look like that, right? Her feet seem to be hanging off the shoe. And she took a picture like that. Like, did nobody look at themselves before they got there? She looked a mess. Sexy Red looked a mess. Jess Hilarious looked a mess. And Jess my girl, so don't y'all go back and tell Jess I said it, because Jess is my girl. I don't want no smoke with Jess. But I just, y'all ain't had no stylist. No, but a lot of folks, they didn't, and everybody had on a see-through dress. What is that? What's that about? Right? Yeah, they did. You seen them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have no understanding. Like, what's going on, girls? Like, if I'm at the BET, they know it's here. I told my daughter, I said, next year, my daughter and my son, they in their 30s. I said, next year, you got to go to the BET Awards. You got to go. I don't know how much it costs. Probably don't cost that much. You already here. You ain't got to fly out or nothing. You already here. go to the BET Awards, because I was a young and I'd definitely be at the BET Awards, right? But they no one likes to cover up now. I know they was all like, I was like, is this, who said that? Now, you know, a couple weeks ago, Taraji and Gabrielle Union had on some real revealing looking outfits on, right? So I guess that's the trend. But you know, you can be sexy without showing everything. Like, I don't want my butt out. I just want my butt out, right? But child, they was all looking a mess. I'm gonna need BET, whoever in charge over there at BET, to send a memo out. Everybody need to be dressed up properly for the BET Awards. You need to be dressed up properly. You know what I'm saying? But this is called Black Excellence. What does BET stand for? Oh, Black Entertainment. I always think Black Excellence in my head. You know what I'm saying? But they need to do better. I'm gonna need them to do better. I'm gonna need y'all to do better. I swear. Hey, Ashley, was nudity for the theme? Is that what they said? Is that what they said? So, Ashanti. So nudity was the thing. So why? Let me just say this. Why would nudity be the thing? Because dudes ain't coming naked. Only women coming naked. Why dudes? Let's see some DICK prints. Let's see that. Let's see your chest. Let's see that. Like, why? What? Is that why everybody was dressed like that? Who was in charge of that? Because they didn't have it together. Them girls didn't look good. They said Tyler Perry bought it and very ghetto. And now I keep hearing mixed things that he didn't buy. He's in talks with them. I heard that he's in talks with them. I heard that again last week. I'm not sure if he actually bought it. Somebody Google it and see. I'm not sure if he actually bought it. You know, what? I hope that wasn't a thing. That's horrible. No. We got to do better. We got to look like they look when you put your clothes on like you do for all the other award shows, right? Now we got another BET honor show or something coming up. I hope everybody get it together. You know what I'm saying? They need to look at Angela Bassett or somebody, see how to dress or something. I don't know, but you know, they need to do better, child. Because I was disappointed in that, right? Because I look at them shows for the fashion. I don't really care about the winners. Well, the black shows I do. I don't watch the other shows. Grammys and all them. I stopped watching them in 30 years. I stopped watching them years ago because they don't ever pick who I want to win anyway. But I do keep up with the fashions that they had on, right? Now let me tell y'all what we got to talk about, which is I can't understand, is all the cheating or alleged cheating that's going on. The one that shocked me the most, and I don't know if it's true, and I ain't heard no more about it after them first couple days, is Remy Ma and Papoose. Now, Papoose stayed down with Remy for 9 years while she was in the penitentiary. I don't know a Negro that stayed with you for 9 days if you gone. He stayed down with her, right? Down with her. Did he buy it? For $400 million. Okay. Gotta catch a replay. My son is taking me with him. Okay, all right. Get your membership out here. So he bought it for $400 million. Okay, all right. That's good. Good, Tyler. Because see, all the shows was on, all his movies was being showed on there anyway. He might as well. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for BET. I'm happy for the culture. I'm happy. But we're going to have to do better, y'all. We're going to have to do better. We're going to have to do better. But anyway, Remy Ma and Papoose, that took me. That took me, right? Because they had the golden child. She had a baby for him. He wanted a baby. She had a baby, which I think she was a little too old to be having a baby. I think after 32 is too old, in my opinion, right? Because I done had kids. But she had the baby for him. Little cute little girl, looked just like her. He held you down. He held the kids down. And the guy, I forget his name, that they say she cheated with, the one he knocked out, looked like him. So, you know, it make you want to be like, is that really so? In my mind, in my heart, in my head, I don't want to believe that Remy cheated on Papoose. He's a good dude. At least that's what he looked like. We don't know what's going on in people's house. But what it looked like, the fact that he stayed down with you all them years, speaks volumes to me. That speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? I cheated. Let me tell y'all the story. While I'm talking, I got to put this in my book, too. See, I be thinking of stuff and I forgot. Let me see that. Let me tell y'all something that happened with me when I was on vacation, right? I gotta put this down because that's something that's important. I went away for a little bit, just a little bit, right? So I still have my house when I lived in Cincinnati. Gotta write that down. I write notes down everywhere. And right, and so I had a dude, right? And my sister had my kids, and she had in charge of my house that I was living in, right? Paying my rent up and stuff like that, right? And she went over there one time to water my plants and do something, right? And my dude was in there. No, he wasn't in there. It was a woman in my house. It was a woman in my house, naked. Was she naked? She was naked. She was naked. A woman, and he wasn't there. And my sister whooped her and put her out naked and threw her clothes out. Right? I wasn't even gone that long. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I had been gone 30 days at that point, right? So the fact that he stayed and held her down, right? Who wear the pants? Oh, you saying Remy? As long as she was locked up, she should have been single when she got out. Y'all think she wear the pants? I think he just a good dude. But she might be now. My daughter says she played him like he's stupid because he waited on her. So now she gonna play him. I just don't want to believe that. I don't even want to believe it's true. But I think it was because somebody that was there. I don't know what I was watching, and somebody called in or something and said that they were there, wherever they were at. This person was there, and she saw it, and she said that they then went in the room or closed the door wherever they were at, wherever they were. It was in VIP or something. They went somewhere, and they could hear them arguing. So that makes me think, okay, let's say your man knocked somebody out because he's trying to talk to you, and you don't even know the dude, or he wasn't trying to do nothing with the dude. You're like, babe, stop, why you do that? It wouldn't have been an argument. It'd have been a, dang, babe, you didn't have to do that. But an argument ensued, that's something a little different, right? Because why would you argue with your man? Why would you argue with him, right? And then here, really, he has some nerve having a, yeah, she was in my house, child. She was in my, who ain't faithful? My dude, yeah, we know he wasn't faithful. But yeah, she was in my house, and my sister kicked her ass and put her out with the butt naked. And threw her clothes out there with her. Mm-hmm. Sure did. You know, so, you know, to have somebody that's going to be faithful, or appear to be faithful, while you gone, and all the many years, child, listen, all the many years, that's a blessing. And then, you know, she sort of stepped right back into her life. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe and them had her back. They put her on top. She has a couple records. You know what I'm saying? She's doing acting. I just seen her on a show I was watching. What show I was watching? I just seen her on a show, a new show that I was watching, right? Like, she stepped right back into her life. Everybody don't get that opportunity. Shit, I did. It take you years. I'm still trying to recover from that shit. That was a long time ago, right? So, you know, the fact that you had everything together, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, something. I don't like my hair, the way my hair looked today. I don't like it. Look like poof or something. Look like a poodle. But anyway, yeah. So I hope that she wasn't cheating. But let's say this, y'all. Let's say she was, right? Let's say she was. I know, like Strawberry. Did you see the picture of him, Kimmy? His picture looked real iffy to me. His picture looked real iffy, right? Looked real iffy. Like he's perched. His lips is, I don't know about that one, right? He out of jail. Is he out of jail? Child, listen. Would you still mess with him, Kimmy, or would you put him to the side for right now? Would you put him to the side for right now? I'd have to, yeah. Huh, yeah. I just have to crap out that and, you know, talk to my girlfriends and stuff. He do, don't he? And that was the what I saw was the wedding picture, the one where he really looked the sweetest. He looked like candy cane. He looked like a juicy fruit, right? Girl. Anyway, y'all, did y'all see that video? This was something I was gonna talk about last week, but I'm gonna talk about it now because I need to talk about it, right? Did y'all see the video of put him to the side? Yeah. Thanks, Nick. The girl who graduated and she came outside and grabbed the mic from the person who had the mic, because she said when she had a long name, right? So when she got on stage, the woman didn't say her name, all of her name, or said it wrong, or didn't say it right. And when the girl tried to correct her on the stage, she wouldn't let her. So when they got outside, I guess for picture taking and they were still talking, girlfriend snatched the mic and said, "My name is boom," and dropped the mic and walked off. I said, "Go ahead, sis," because that's real important how somebody say your name the right way. That's important. That's real important. That's one of my pet peeves, saying people's name wrong, or somebody saying somebody's name wrong, right? But anyway, back to the cheating. Do y'all think Offset really cheated and had that woman in their house? What do y'all think that's real? And do y'all think that's real? Before we get to talk about Tasha K, do y'all think that's real? I seen that, but was kind of ghetto. It was kind of ghetto, but she was trying to make a point. And sometimes, y'all, because I've been living with this racism and racist stuff for a long, long time. Sometimes you have to be ghetto to get your point across, because they don't hear you, they don't see you, right? He has cheated, but like, you had the woman in your house? Like, what's up with that? You had the woman in your house. There's no respect to. See, back in the day when somebody cheated, it was a way you cheated, right? These dudes just outright just cheating. Now, and then Tasha K get it. Like, I thought Tasha K was losing her mind last week, because she talked about Cardi every video. She was talking about Cardi and Offset, and Offset was responding to her on IG, right? And he was saying, "Quit lying on me and my family and leave us alone," and so on and so forth. And I'm thinking to myself, you already owe these people some money. Why do you keep harassing them? Just let it go. Just be cool, sis. Like, why do you keep doing that, right? But back to Offset, back to Cardi. Like, so for one, they got a lot of money, right? He may always cheat, huh? If, you know. Yeah, I'm really, now because all that is just so ridiculous to me, what she does, right? Like, now she's bothering, who is she bothering? And I saw it today, Sexy Red, she was talking about it, they was going toe to toe on IG, right, with each other. And then she put up a post, I want to say it was on IG, that said, "I talked with Sexy Red's mama, and I'm going to take the post down." And when I looked on her, she had took the post down of the things she just said. So, I don't know what the mama said to her, but she said, "We talk like grown women." So, I don't know. Mama might have checked her real good. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's even real. You know, you never know with Tasha K, right? But she did say she took the post down. She had put up a couple posts about that girl, right? Tasha filed bankruptcy, she don't have to pay. Yeah, but see, what happens, that don't mean you don't have to pay when you file bankruptcy. That means that you're going to pay, but you don't have to pay all at once. You pay in increments. That's what that means. She still has to pay. Yeah, I don't either, but I see her on IG. That's how I see. But she still will have to pay. She's still going to have to pay. It just depends on what type of bankruptcy she filed. But you still have to pay, but you pay in increments, so you pay a lump. You know, it depends on what she filed, though, right? But, you know, you keep talking about these people. It's becoming an obsession, I think, right? Like, let that go. Let that go. But speaking of exes, Nini's boyfriend has finally got a divorce from his wife, and they happily together. Now, when I look at him, I follow him on IG. I can't say his name. Naomi. I think it's Naomi, right? He's a very put-together dude, and he always looks very clean. And a lot of times he have on slides, and his feet look good, right? I always notice his feet, even though his clothes fit him, you know, because he's I don't know if he's a tailor, but he sells men's clothing, right? He's always put together very well. You can't be women empowerment, but keep staying with a guy who's cheating. And I think she's doing that because she don't want nobody else to have it. And I think that's what that is. She don't want to feel like she's losing. But in actuality, you win if you let him go. But she don't understand that. She may be too young to understand it. Is Cardi 30 yet? She may be too young to understand that. That you win by letting him go. You know what I'm saying? You win by letting him go. Yeah, he has very nice feet. You know what I'm saying? He has very nice feet, and he always has some nice looking slides, and he looks very comfortable. Like, I'm happy for Nene because that's the type of dude I would like, right? He know how to dress, because what happens with dudes over 50, a lot of them don't know how to dress, or they don't spend no money on their clothes, or they dress back like they did in 79, 82, 99, right? They don't know how to be fashion forward with their clothing, right? People need to get their self-esteem up. Yeah, true. Oh, she's 31. Okay, well, she's a little bit over the edge to be acting so young. But they perform together. Like, I think they performed at the BET Awards. I didn't watch it all. I may watch it all this week. She don't know how. She don't want to let it go because they got 2 kids, right? She don't want to let it go. She want to keep the who seemed to be cheap. Which one? Offset or Nene's dude, Naomi. Child, look at here. Got the 30 peoples in the thing. 30 peoples, hey, 30 peoples. But I think Cardi just young and don't want to let that go. Because somebody going to get with him, he going to have some more kids and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want to see that. But sometimes you got to just cut your ties while you can. But as women, a lot of times we hold on because we think it's going to get better, and you listening to what he's telling you and all the noise in the background. But it ain't, though. It ain't. Oh, Nene dude. He look cheap. You think he cheap? Oh, my. Did you think he cheap? I hope not. I don't think he would be cheap. I hope not. I hope Nene ain't with the cheap dude. I hope not. But anyway, who else I'm going to talk about? Monique Samuels on... It's thundering again. Monique Samuels... and it's got dark, child. Is it dark time? No, it ain't dark time. Monique Samuels and her husband are getting a divorce. She filed for divorce. Listen, I saw that coming. If y'all don't watch Love and Marriage DC... She was on Real Housewives of Potomac. That's where we really know her from. And then she did a season with Love and Marriage DC, right? But I saw that coming. And I think, again, a woman, she was trying to save face. When it was said that they was getting divorced, she got on there and said no. See, a lot of times, y'all, because I used to be like that, right? We have a lot of masculine energy, right? And I'm trying to tone that down. But it comes from having to do everything. Just like I'm doing everything now, that's where it comes from, right? So, when they announced, when the rumor was out that they were divorcing, and then she talked, and he sat behind her, I always thought he should have spoke up, but she do all the talking. She's got a lot of masculine energy, right? Now, he's a good old country boy. We don't know what's going on in their household, because from what I hear, he was cheating. I don't know if I believe that. I just think Monique was tired of him. They had been together 10 years because that first season of Love and Marriage DC, it was only on the first season. Carlos King got the show for her, right? She was on there one season, but it was very cringy to watch the way she talked to him. It was very cringy, very cringy. And black women, we have a habit. The curtains is blowing. We have a habit of emasculating our men. We have to stop that. Right? I was guilty of that. Not really even knowing that I was doing that, right? And so now they're divorced. And now he got a lot of, like you said, his portfolio is big. He got 4 houses. He got a lot of money. He's been investing all of his football money. They do quite well. She waited right until the 10 years. 10 years is when you can get half or whatever happens. 10 years, something happens at the 10-year mark. I forgot. But y'all legal beagles, let me know. But I believe it's you get half of his money or whatever. So she done had the babies bound. Now she can get his money, right? Maybe she just wasn't interested in him no more. I don't know. But they say through the blogs, through the comments I see, that he was cheating. I just don't. And maybe he was. Monique was probably tired of him on top of it. I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know. But I hate to see when folks separate. I don't like to see that. You know what I'm saying? But if it needs to be, then it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? If it needs to be, it needs to be. Because if you ain't happy, I don't believe in being in a relationship if you're not happy. I don't believe in that. Oh, y'all know what? Speaking of not happy, did y'all see Kodak Black on the floor talking crazy? What was up with him? Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? He was on the floor talking crazy. I guess he was high off of something. Let me tell y'all something. People getting high off of these designer drugs and different kind of drugs. Some stuff you can't come back from. He need therapy. He need therapy. Is that what it is? He need therapy? Because I was like, what is going on right here, right? Yeah, it went viral, I think. He was on the floor. It looked like he was in the dark. You could see his legs. You could barely see his face. And he was rambling. I didn't watch it all because he wasn't making no sense, right? But he was rambling. And somebody said it might be some drugs. So I'm like, you know, we lose a lot of good people to drugs and alcohol, right? He's always been a mess. Oh, he has? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, bless his heart. Well, you know, that's what old folks say, bless his heart. We just gonna bless his heart then. I didn't know he always was like that. But he's a great entertainer, right? He's a great rapper, right? Or whatever, he's a rapper, right? Oh, wow. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all this. We're gonna pray for Kodak Black then. We're gonna pray for the brother that he stop doing whatever it is he's doing, right? Did y'all see the Uber driver, the lady that shot and she killed the Uber driver because she thought he was taking her to Mexico? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? She thought he was gonna take her. He was trying to take her to Mexico. Now let me tell you something. I got some friends right now in Mexico. I understand the lady, but that was crazy. That was too far. That was a stretch. That was a reach, right? Now you got to spend the rest of your life in jail or however many long you got to be there. But I don't know why folks keep going to Mexico. Why y'all keep going over there? Stay from over there. They don't want you over there. You know, stay from over there. They don't want you over there. I would never go to Mexico for what? I wouldn't even go to... She was demonic. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of that going on. And you know, when I was younger, I understand now. But when I was younger, you know how you be in church and somebody catch the Holy Spirit and the next person, like, oh, you know, I didn't understand it. But just like a spirit can move around, a good spirit can move around, a bad spirit moves around, right? And my son's grandmother used to say she didn't let certain people in her house. I used to just think she was crazy talking, right? But I totally get it now. Because you can let people in your house or in your presence and that spirit jump off of them and get onto you, right? I hope it ain't thunder. Oh, that's somebody coming in the house. That spirit get off of them and get onto you, right? Or disturb your peace in your household. Just change your aura in there, whatever, right? Hey, Lorraine. I don't let anyone on my head in my car. You never know. Yeah. So, you know, I used to didn't believe in that. I used to think, oh, you just talking crazy. I totally get it now. I totally get it. Because let me tell y'all, when I let my friend live here, I had never let a friend live with me. It's just been my kids, right? And she had, the energy was all effed up in my house. It's all effed up, right? And he talks very negative about, who talks very negative about black women? The energy was all messed up in my house, and immediately when I realized she was gone, it was like a, you know, felt good in here again. Like it was a weird thing. I can't explain it, right? And I was like, that heifer had, and the energy was weird, and I didn't even really know that it was weird, right? Because it became normal. You know what I'm saying? Who talk negative about black women? Oh, Kodak Black dude? But he's good ugly self. No, he ain't. That's because they don't like him. If you talking about him. A shift in the spirit. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. You can no more take away a man's manhood than a woman's. When you are what you are, you have what you have. It can be taken away, then you never have. Okay, I get it. But what I mean by that is when you talk negatively to a man or over a man, you know, you can't emasculate him because then he starts to feel. It makes him feel differently. It makes him feel differently. You take away his manhood. Now, like, we can't really take it away. If you got it, you got it. You're right. But I think there is a such thing as you can emasculate them. You know what I'm saying? And we should not do that. You know, I believe in if that's your man, y'all cuss him out. Or say what you got to say in private. Don't do it in public. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it for the world to see it. I was really good at that. Oh, I was Child, please. I'll cuss you out. I done hit some dudes before in front of everybody. Bam! Like, you know that's wrong. I was young, but you know that's wrong. But, yeah, it's a shift in the spirit. I like that. That's what it was. A shift in the spirit. That's just what it was. Just what it was. And you know, the weird thing was, she always talked about energies and chakras and all that. Just as evil as she could be. You know what I'm saying? Just as evil as she could be. Anyway, I'm off of that. But, what else I got on my docket? Okay, we talked about treating that bad bodysuit. Oh! Somebody else that had a demon. Did y'all see that one of the men in the insurrection on January the 6th, they have an active warrant, they've been looking for him, went to Obama's house. Now, how did he know where Obama lived? And where was, Kodak Black does, yeah. And where was Secret Service? Where was Secret Service? Like, I'm so sick of these folks that hate black folks so bad, right? There's no need for that much hatred. That take a lot of concentration, right? He went to Obama's house. Now, I didn't hear what had happened. I ain't heard no more about it. I guess it's a top secret situation. You know, I ain't heard no more about it. I got a cousin that's the Secret Service, right? I'm going to ask him one day. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, went to Obama's house, child. Went to his whole house. Yeah, and they had been looking for him. They had been looking for him. He had an active warrant. One of the people in the January 6th insurrection. I don't even like the way they use that word insurrection because it was a mutiny. It was something else. Anyway, have y'all been seeing? This is about my second or third time seeing juvenile in the social media streets, right? Yeah, in private. That's right, in private. Because when you do it publicly, see, that's when you emasculate him. You know what I'm saying? And he could be all man, but you do something to his demeanor, right? But did y'all see Juvie? I saw Juvie not too long ago on something, right? I was like, he didn't change. He took the, I knew he looked better, but he took the gold out of his mouth, right? So his teeth don't look bucked anymore, right? Because teeth looked a little bucked to me, right? But he did a tiny desk with Manny Fresh, and they had an orchestra, a little baby orchestra. They had violinists and stuff, right? He looked good and he sounded good. Looked good and sounded good. I said, go ahead, Juvie. You look like a grown man. I ain't seen him in a long time. Looked like a real nice looking grown man. Yes, he did. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? He looked like a grown man. Now that I got 31 peoples in here one more time, I'ma say, I need y'all to get a membership. Get a membership, please. Now, like I told y'all, it's gonna be, he was on Tiny Desk, yeah. It's going to be, who started that? You know, black folks is just, I just love it. It's going to be, in the membership, you will have, I will be doing reactor videos. And if you want me to react to something, you send me an email and I will. I'll be able to be my whole free self. Not the nice little jacket that y'all see right here. I'll be able to be my whole free self, right? We're going to have a book club and also, any other ideas, whatever you suggest, we'll talk about when I go live. Now, I tried to go live yesterday for members only, and I messed up because I had it situated like I do here. I had it scheduled out, but when it got time, like when I do it here, all I got to do is hit a button and it come up. It don't do that with the members only. So I do know how to go live for members only. I can just do it when it's time to go. I just go live. I can't do all that pre-doing. Because I don't know how to do that, right? So anyway, whatever you want us to talk about in the members, when I go live or whatever you want to talk, it's open for suggestions, right? Because I'm new at this, y'all. And like I said, it's just me. Listen, you being a content creator, my daughter said, quit saying YouTuber. Being a content creator is hard. It's hard, right? This is why I quit my job so I can dedicate to this because I know this will, it's something I enjoy doing, first of all. I don't get any money from it right now, but I know it'll pay off eventually, right? So I'm in a transitional period of no money, all right? That's why I said get the membership, as well as if you can today, CASHAPP me. The CASHAPP is in the comments, right? And it's also in my description box. But being a content creator is hard. It's very time consuming. It's very technical. That's the thing. It's technical, right? And so I have to Google stuff and figure stuff out and try to figure out how to get it where it needs to be, right? If y'all have paid attention, I have a lot of shorts that I'm doing. I'm doing more and more stuff, right? I have my narcissist series going on, which I will upload part 3 tomorrow. Maybe. We're not barbecuing. Part 3 tomorrow. I'm doing shorts, and I have the members. And like I said, in the members, I'm going to have a book club. I'm going to read excerpts, and I'm going to be reacting, right? You should always pin your Cash App on the chat. Well, the reason why I didn't pin the Cash App, well, I'm going to pin it now. Let me pin it now since you said something. The reason why I did because I had pinned the membership. The membership. Yeah, hold on. Let me get it in here. Because yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I have so many things. Okay, let me pin. Oh, you know what? See, this is another learning period, right? I don't know. I always thought you could just pin one thing at a time. I don't see the membership in the chat either. Well, the members show, see, if you look to the left on my screen, it says join. You look for a join button. Join button. You see it like on my screen right now on my computer, it says join, right? But also like when you go to the YouTube. Now, one of my subscribers told me that she had a hard time finding it, and then she found it. She said it was her phone. But sometimes you may have to do it on a computer or a laptop or a tablet or something, right? But it should be a small circle that says join. It should say join, right? Okay, thank you, Kimmy. Yeah, it says join, right? And listen, y'all, I'm really excited because I learned from you all, right? I learned from you all. Because I'm new to this. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's been a couple of years, I'm still new to this because I was only putting part-time of my energy into YouTube because I worked a job, right? And I realized that I have to put all of my time in it. Most of the YouTubers that you see, they don't work. And I think you said, I'd be like, why they don't work? But I understand now, they get money. But in order to get money from it, you have to put all your all into it. From a lot. Yeah. Now, yeah. But it should be like a lot of YouTubers, when you go on YouTube, when you go on their channel, it'll be, even on your phone, it'll be a little small thing that say join. It should be, right? But I see it here on my computer, though. Because they had never asked me did I want to join. I'm like, it's me. So it's definitely on your computer. But, so anyway, back to what I was saying, guys. I really do need you all's financial support in this period right now. Because I'm at a point where I'm going to grow my channel. I'm dedicated my all to this, right? I'm talking about my all. All I do every day is write. And some days I don't even write because the YouTube is so much. Like when I was trying to figure out the membership thing, that was tedious because there's a lot of steps to this. It's not just like regular, being a regular content creator. It's steps to it. It's things you have to do, right? It's things you have to set up and things you have to do, right? So a lot of times I spend hours doing something. So again, Jack Squad, if you would join, and if you could cash at me today, if you could cash at me, right? Because I got a lot going on. And I want to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But sometimes what I noticed, some YouTubers you can see it right on your phone, and some of them you can't. So I don't know how that works, right? But I do know you'll see it on your computer, right? But anyway. Yeah, I need you guys' help. Because I will be doing reactors. And also, another thing that I'm going to be doing, we're going to be talking about, is just something for you guys to think about, is that we're going to do a meet and greet, right? And I also want to plan a trip somewhere, like let's say we go to Vegas or something. My daughter told me this a couple of years ago when I first started, but it was too much for me at that time. But at some point, I would like for us to meet up Because we chat and we have good chats, y'all. We have good lives, right? We have good lives, and I feel like I want y'all to know. I've told some people this before, that y'all like family. Y'all my family. I hope y'all know that, right? And so I want to meet you all. I want to give you a hug. COVID is, I hope, gone. I ain't sure. But I want to give you a hug. I want to laugh and talk with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in the very near future, we need to, I would like to plan it in the future. And then maybe at some point, because we're 6 months into the year now, that we can plan a trip next year. The way I typed it, Jack, you have to put the full link in your Cash App. The way I just did it, so I can pin it. Wait, say that again now. You have to put the full link in your Cash App. In your Cash App. The full link. Oh, I don't know how to put the link. You mean the name? I don't know how to put the link in there. Yeah. Would love to do a meet and greet. Yeah. So I want to do that because y'all been asking for it. The people that's been with me from the beginning have been asking for that. I just didn't know how to go about that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was working. A lot of stuff going on, man. Moved from state to state, right? And so now, that's another thing I want to do. The meet and greet. And I would also like for us to plan a trip somewhere. My name is on it. My name is on it. My name is on the Cash App, Jacqueline Mason. But yeah, so that's some things that I want to do, and I want to talk about it with my members and the reason why I want to talk about it with just my members because I don't want anybody can see this, right? Anybody can see this. I want this to be a us thing. I want this to be a Jack Squad thing, And so that's why it'll be talked about in the members only group. Because folks can be crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going to talk about it in there. And then I want to do the reactors. Now I haven't yet decided. Do you have to put the rest in your Cash App? No. Hey, friend. I knew you would, friend. That's my friend Jeanette. Hey, friend. That's my friend. That's my girl. I just felt it when you look. Now, let me tell y'all something. I love everybody. Neek, nephew, and Jeanette is my, they my support, I guess you want to say. I feel, I feel supported. I don't know how to explain it, right? I don't know how to explain it. But they are my people. You know what I'm saying? That I feel, like I can do this. I can do this, right? Because at one point, y'all, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to put all your time, and I was trying to work a job and do all that stuff. Would it be in Atlanta? Probably so. The meet and greet would be. Only because, not just because I live here, but there's a lot of things to do here. But the trip would be whatever we discuss in the members. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere fun, whatever we discuss, whatever we decide on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we decide on. That's where, I'm ready. I can go. It don't make no difference where we go, right? I just really need to, it's been 2 years. I really need to see you all because I feel like I know you, and I need to give y'all a hug because y'all have really been inspirational to me. Y'all have really been inspirational to me, right? Like I said, when I first started doing this, it was like the therapy that I didn't know I needed. And by the way, I don't do therapy anymore, y'all. I stopped that a couple months ago. Y'all like the therapy that I didn't know that I needed, right? Y'all give me the love and give me the, I don't know what the word is. Y'all give me everything that I need, right? Because I have a lot of friends. I do have a lot of friends, right? But what I noticed about social media is the people that don't know you at first support you more than the people that do. I've heard a lot of bloggers say this. I've heard a lot of people on social media say this, but it is true, right? I have close friends. They don't even come get on the live. They don't act like they don't know where YouTube is. Where's that? How you get it? I don't, I know you do, Nick, but, so, you know, that's what it is. I'm not mad at nobody. I still love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that's just the way it is. The people that you don't know initially will support you more than the people that do, right? And a lot of times I think what happens, because there's a girl that I follow, I'm not going to say her name now, and she started a little bit before me, and she has quit. I'm guessing because she hasn't been on there in 5 months, right? She has quit. I said I was going to reach out to her, but I'd be so busy with myself, and see if I could reach out to her and see if she would reply. But her last video, she said she was making $1,000 a week being some kind of special delivery person, right? So I guess she said, fuck this, I'm going to do this, right? But you know, you have to be, whatever you doing, what you put in is what you get out. That is the reason why I quit my job, because this is something I know I can do forever, right? Lord willing, as long as I can talk and move and see, I can do this forever, and I really enjoy it. And like I said, y'all give me something I didn't know that I needed, flat out, right? So you have to put your all in it. And like I said, the YouTubers that I do watch, and I watch a lot of people now, periodically or for a few moments, they don't work. And it's because, it has to be like, well, how they not working? But I get it now, because you can't. You have to put your all into this. So my whole day, every day is consumed with writing my book and YouTube activities, period, right? So I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. And I discovered something new today. I'm going to talk about it in my members class. I discovered something new today regarding social media. Like, for real, I do a lot of stuff on my phone. But you know, if you're on your laptop, it's a lot of stuff, or computer, whatever. It's a lot of stuff that you can do. A lot of stuff that you can do that you can't do on your phone. And I'm going to enlighten y'all to that in the members. Now, Saturday, y'all, friend Jeanette, I'm going live for members at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Saturdays, 6 o'clock Sundays. And the reason why it's 9 o'clock Saturdays, because I know people do what they do, they run errands and they do what they do, right? And I want to be able to have a lot of people in my life. You know, I just want to switch it up. Maybe I'll get a different, other people that don't usually watch me will be able to watch me on a Saturday night. You know, because I'm trying to grow. Who'd you say they hate us? I don't know if it's just that. I think that people don't see your vision, right? And they're not supposed to. Everybody don't see your vision, right? And a lot of times you tell people stuff, they'll say, oh, why you gonna do that? Or that don't make no sense. You know, it don't make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not an outside thinker. Like, I've always thought outside the box. I always have thought outside the box. I've always been beat to my own drum or whatever you say. I've always been that person, right? But growing up, I had nobody to encourage that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to conform, and it was very uncomfortable and difficult for me, right? Especially without no parents and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the street saying, I know you might. I know that already, right? I know you might, because you've been doing it. I ain't mad at you, sis. Soon as I get myself situated, all I'm concentrated on now is YouTube and my book. That's it. That's all day and all night. Like, when I finish my live here, I'm doing some other stuff on YouTube and some other platforms. Like, that's all I have. I'm focused in on that. I ain't mad at you, sis. I want you. I see you having a good time. And as soon as my money get up, I'm gonna have a good time with you, goddammit. Soon as. I see you having a good time. I see you. I'm like, where friend at today? Where's she at tonight? Where's she at this week? Yeah, I know you're going to be in the streets. I ain't mad at you. I want you to enjoy yourself. One of my subscribers had texted me and said she's sorry we hadn't got together and so on and so forth. I said, listen, she just got married. Enjoy your man. I am not one of them people that need you to be, enjoy your man. I'm a realist. Enjoy your man. Enjoy your life. I'm still going to be your friend. I still love you. I see you, right? Enjoy your life. We didn't get but one. And speaking of that, I don't know if I told y'all that my cousin was sick. Well, she passed a couple days ago. And so that happened, right? And, they had said when they found her or whatever, she fell in her building or something, and went to the doctor, and that she didn't have long, and so she passed. I booked our Daytona Bike Week trip for next year since we couldn't go this year. Okay. Hey, Hey, Tanya, I just talked about you, Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tanya. So, yeah, Tanya is a member. So while everybody's here, hold on. While everybody's here, I need to shout out my members. Right? And I don't care if it's 2 of them or 3 of them or 4 of them. I'm going to shout out my members. Thank you, Nick. So, Jeanette Webb is a new member. Tanya Smith is a new member. Neek is a member. And Connie is a member. Connie's not on the live. She's usually on the live today. Connie is a member, right? Now, y'all, can I get 10 members by the end of the week? Can I get 10 members by the end of the week? 10 members. I'm working out with my girls right here, but can I get 10 members by the end of the week? Can I? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking for 10 members by the end of the week, Jack Squad. And I'm asking for everybody to cash at me today. Today. Like I said, this is very tedious. Very tedious. Very technical. I still don't know, and I'm going to learn, but I just don't have time right now. Once I get built up to where I need to be, then I'm gonna have to probably, because my friend that knows how to do it is in Charlotte. I may have to go to Charlotte. Friend, I may need a room one day soon. My friend that's going to help me, she's in Charlotte. My cousin would help me, but she's all the way in Cleveland. But I have a friend in Charlotte that can help me, because I need to learn how to edit. I need to learn how to have a green screen. I need to learn how to do stuff on my computer. I need to learn all of that, but that takes time. And I don't have time right now because I'm busy trying to grow my channel, and I'm busy trying to write my book. That's of the utmost importance, right? So, and a lot of times YouTube overtake the book writing because, you know, I'm trying to get it, y'all. I'm trying to be the best I can be. I'm 2 years in, and I need to elevate. You know, I needed to elevate, right? So, yeah, that's what's up with that. So anyway, I've shouted out my members, and I need 10 members, y'all, by this next Sunday when I go live. I want 10 members. I sent you an audio to go channel. Did you listen? Some of it I did. Yes, I did. You're going to be great on here. Yes, I did, friend. Yes, I did. By next week, next Sunday, next Saturday is a members live at 9 o'clock. I want all 10 of y'all or more in the meeting, in the members live next Saturday at 9 o'clock. Unless you're going out and having a good time. That's the only excuse. If you're going out and you're having a good time, right? You're going out and having a good time. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at my notes. Because, I'm talking to myself right now, y'all, for a minute. Because I had wrote down here, which I knew my friend Jeanette would help me about a travel agent, but that's okay now. But anyway, anybody got anything exciting going on in the world today? What else I need to talk about? Y'all tell me something. What else I need to talk about? What else do I need to talk about today? Today. I want something sweet. You know, I'm trying not to eat sweets, y'all, but I'm getting too small. I know that's right. Speak it into existence. Yeah. I'm getting too small. My legs have disappeared. I'm getting too small. I don't want to be heavy. You know, I don't want to be, right? I don't want to be. When I went to the doctor last week, I think that was last week, and she was like, "Are you doing so well?" Because y'all know I'm a diabetic, right? And she was like, "You're doing so well, and your numbers is all good, and this and that and that and that." And I try to stay like that, right? No dating story, no, because I did a dating story. Did I do a dating story? I did one. What I'm gonna tell y'all, what was this dating story? The dude, I did a video about him. I don't forget. See, let me tell y'all something. Once I talk about him, I don't forget all about him. What happened? This was just the other day too. I did a video about this guy on Facebook. Oh, I got something to tell y'all. So listen, y'all. Y'all know on Facebook we talked about Shirley Strawberry. Before I get to the dating story, Shirley Strawberry. Let me tell you this, Tanya, because you wasn't here, and Jeanette. Tanya, have you seen a picture of her husband? The wedding picture did it for me. Have you seen a picture of her husband? He don't look right in the wedding picture. Okay? He don't look right in the wedding picture. Would you leave him? Now, you a newlywed, Tanya. Would you leave him if he had those accusations, or would you wait and see if he's going to be found guilty or if he's going to be found innocent? What would you do if these accusations was put against your man? Would you stay with him and stay by his side? Or would you be like, hold up, give me a minute. He wanted to live in halfway house. Who? Yeah. That guy. Yeah, I'm about to tell them about him as soon as I find out what Tanya and Jeanette think about Shirley Strawberry's situation. What they think about her situation. You gone. That's what I said. Because, and Tanya, his girlfriend, now they just told me this. I knew he had a girlfriend. They said the girlfriend lived on the same street as Shirley Strawberry. Now that's something. Now Shirley Strawberry, they say she lived out in Buckhead. That's the upscale neighborhood, Buckhead, right? You to move the girlfriend on the same street as your wife? How disrespectful. How disrespectful. And what if, now they say it's a girlfriend, what if it's a boyfriend? Oops, shouldn't have said that. But I'm just saying. But let me tell y'all this, what happened to me yesterday. Just yesterday, y'all. Yeah, the girlfriend lived on the street. That's what they say. That's what they just told me. It was on a blog or somebody reported it. Right? That's even worse, right? I seen that one about the boarding house. Oh, you saw that? Yeah. So let me tell you what happened yesterday, y'all. So a guy that's my friend from Cleveland, right? And my Facebook friend, right? So let me tell y'all, I know a lot of people, right? Sometimes I forget where I know them from, or what stage in life I know them from. You know, they my friend, right? So he's been my friend on Facebook for a long time, right? He's from Cleveland. So he reached out to me, right? All right, Denise, you're all right. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I never seen that before. Okay. So he reached out to me on Facebook, right? And he said he lived here. So I was like, oh, I know you live here. Because there's quite a few people that I know that live here that have reached out to me, dudes from Cleveland, right? So he said he lived here. Okay, he said he lived in Morrow. Morrow about 20 minutes away. It's just like Atlanta. It's just another thing, right? Y'all welcome Denise. Yes, I like the way it look on my screen. So anyway, I said, okay, well we gotta show me around. We gotta do some, get together, right? On a friendly tip thing, right? Now, mind you, I want to know if he's single. I know he got a job. He's decent looking, right? Let me see what's happening, but I'm gonna just slow crawl it in there, right? So he said, oh yeah, sure. He was messaging me. That's what he was doing, messaging me on the Facebook Messenger, right? So then he said, we can exchange numbers, and he left his number, right? Okay, cool. Hey, Sheila. He left his number. Okay, cool. So I was writing. I told him, I said, when I finish writing, can I call you when I finish writing? Because when I write, I turn my phone off, and I don't want people to think I give you my number and then I don't answer because I turn my phone off. So I said, when I finish writing, I'll call you, right? So I call him, y'all. Ooh, this is a good one. So I called him, right? I tell you, my life is a movie. So I called him, and real friendly, real nice, all this, all that, right? So he was telling me, he pretty much, I think he drive a truck, he do something, right? He used to drive trucks or something. He's pretty much a homebody. I don't like when dudes say they're a homebody. You ain't my type of guy, but okay, right? So he said he don't really do too much, right? So I said, well, you single? He said, yeah, he's single because he want to be, right? He's not ready for a relationship. Now, when somebody 50 plus say they ain't ready for a relationship, I wonder, did they hurt you bad? What happened, right? So I waited a while before I asked that question. He immediately got to telling me he have friends, and every now and then one might come over, right? And, he'll rub their feet. Did y'all hear me? He'll rub their feet, right? Okay, because he had a foot fetish. So he kind of skipped over that. So, wait, whoa, what? So when you say foot fetish, a guy say they have foot fetish, that means they like feet. That's what I thought. It's a whole big thing to that, right? So I met a guy, I'll tell y'all that story in a minute, but he said he had a foot fetish. Okay, you got a foot fetish, right? I see you, girl. I see you, Denise. Welcome, Denise. I see you, baby. I'm at the woo. That make me feel good. So he said he had a foot fetish, and he said he just liked to rub feet put oil on them and rub feet. Okay. That he put oil in. So he said he don't really have company, and he don't want a relationship. He kept reiterating that he don't want a relationship. And I said, so when these people over there and you rubbing their feet, what else happens? He said he will suck toes sometime if that's what they want. That's what he said now, y'all. So I said, when you're doing all that, then what after that, then what you do, right? He said, well, he could control himself and so on and so forth. Okay. So people just coming over there from out of town to get their foot rubbed and stuff, right? So he kept on talking about he didn't want a relationship, he don't want a relationship. So I said, well, why? Did you get hurt? He said, no. I said, well, do you have sex? Because the ladies come to your house sometime, like, I ain't trying to get an understanding of what's going on. And he said, yeah, but I see him and then that be that. He's real like, he don't want to be bothered with no woman, right? And he like his place, his peace. I get that, I do too. He like his peace and, he just don't want to be bothered. And then later on, he said, he don't want no obligation. Right there, I said, okay, he cheap. He don't want nobody asking to pay no gas bill, light bill, rent. He don't want nobody asking all of that, right? So then he said, I said, well, so when you say no relationship and you deal with them, do you take them out to dinner? Do y'all do stuff together? Oh, yeah, we do all that. So if you're doing all of that, you just don't want nobody asking you about nothing. You don't want to be asked about nothing. So he said he don't do that often. So then he had nerve to ask me, I said, well, when you tell a woman you don't want a relationship, that's an automatic wall up. That's a wall up. She ain't going no further. That's what you, at least me, I ain't, right? You say you don't want a relationship, why would I fool with you, right? You don't want a relationship, cool. So he said, did that put a wall up for you? I said, yeah, pretty much. But we could be friends, but yeah, that put a wall up because you put the wall up. You said that, and you said it in no uncertain terms. So he said, well, would you be able to cuddle with me without sex or something? He said like that. I said, probably, yeah, if I liked you, but I don't know. I said, I ain't going to tell you no lie. I said, if I get in the bed with you, if I like you and I'm in the bed with you, you going to have to do some things to me. That's what I said, right? Child, he went on and on and on about he don't want a relationship. He just want to basically rub your feet and then see you back. And he was like, well, people come flying in. Like who? First of all, I want to know who flying in to get their foot rubbed. None of that made no sense. So as soon as I got off the phone, I said, he's a weirdo. Now, he appeared to be nice. I ain't going to say what his name is, but he appeared to be nice. A nice guy, right? Just a weirdo. So a lot of times when I meet these guys or talk to them, whatever, a lot of times I don't even get to meet them, or say nothing to them because they're just weird. The conversation be so weird, right? But like I said, I know him from Cleveland, right? And he was just super weird with the feet. And I said, so you don't get lonely? He said, you don't get lonely. So it makes me automatically think that his private part probably don't work, right? It don't work. Because when your private part don't work, it lowers your testosterone, right? Your testosterone lowered, you don't want to be bothered no woman nowhere. He was, I think he was 50-something, right? He was 50-something, 52, 3, 1, something like that, right? But I just think that, because, he lived by himself. He said he lived by himself in an apartment. He had a car, he got a job. And I think he said he'd do Uber and Lyft sometime too, right? So you got a job, you do that. I just think that, one, he's probably cheap. Two, his body part don't work. Because I just don't see a single man that live by himself, you don't want to be bothered with no women. He was like, and he said when they get too clingy, and mind you, he don't look like that type that you're going to be so in love with, right? When they get too clingy, you have to cut them off. So that's when I asked him, well, who hurt you? Because I know somebody hurt you. He said, no, he was in a relationship for a long time. That's the person that hurt him, right? He didn't want to admit that, but that's the person that hurt him. Because a lot of times when dudes get hurt, they ain't no more, right? But the way he was talking was, yeah, feet rub and toe sucking, and that's it. And then we just sit back and I said, well, I had a guy years ago that rubbed my feet. He rubbed my feet to sleep. Ooh, it was wonderful. I used to call him right over just for that, right? I think I'm getting karma for that because I did not like him and I mistreated him, right? But he could rub my feet, made me go to sleep, right? And he said he just don't want to be bothered. He don't get lonely, and he just cool with himself. Oh, okay, okay. And people flying in to see you, huh? You know, every now and then. You know, he made it like it was very, very rare. You know, child, please. When he asked me, would I be cool with cuddling with him? If you don't want to be bothered with nobody, I ain't the one. I'm not the one. And then I don't. And then he told me about this. The part that got me, which I know it's all kind of weird things going in the world, but he told me about he met a girl that had a foot fetish too, and he went to a foot fetish. I'm gonna say convention. I don't know what the word was he used. Right? Hey, he used and then they have a foot fetish meeting, a group situation going on. Right? Well, I'm just a real basic kind of girl, and it's a lot of dudes that are very weird that I met that are very weird. Because I met a dude that had a foot fetish. I don't know if I told y'all about this. I probably didn't because it was just too weird. I met a dude that had a foot fetish, and he wanted you to put your feet. That's what women do for him. Put their feet on his private part and jack him off. I had never heard of that. Then somebody told me, yeah, that's what people do. I had never heard of no shit like that, right? And I just had never heard of that. And that was something that was, and he was a nice guy too. That was something that was mandatory for him, right? So when I looked it up, I Googled it because I had never heard of that, right? It's a thing. That was mandatory for him. So that I stopped talking to him because that didn't, I ain't about to do all that weird stuff, right? But yeah, that's he had a foot fetish and he just wanted to rub feet. And he was trying to say, and he did say, anytime you want your feet rubbed, because he got all kind of oils and all this other stuff he was talking about. Anytime you want your feet rubbed, you come back. That's what he said. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it ain't for a lack of trying. Because when folks reach out to me, I reach back, right? But they always be something wrong with them. There always be something wrong. I'm thinking, is it me? Is it me? Because there always be something wrong with them, y'all. Always be something wrong with them. Something weird. Or they got a woman already. There's another guy reached out to me that I went to school with. We graduated together a couple months ago. And he lived down here, right? And we talked a couple times. And he told me that, no, he didn't. He didn't. Probably because I was asking too many questions and stuff. He did not. He did not ask that because I was waiting on him to do that, right? But he didn't. He did not. But the guy that I graduated with lived out here, we talked a couple times, real good. And I was ready to go kick it with him, right? He had a whole girlfriend. Now what he told me was, he got, when he get ready to go out, he got somebody he go out with. The way he worded it was different, right? So I looked on his Facebook and looked way back, right? I looked way back. Gotta go deep, right? Gotta do some good investigating, right? Child, that was his girlfriend. He'd been with her for years. I don't understand. Now, when I talk to him at night, I don't understand people who be in these long-term relationships and you're not in the house with your mate at night. Like, I don't understand, because we talked a couple times at night, for long periods of time, right? But I guess after he realized that people get plenty of money for that on OnlyFans. I know that. And it's websites, too, they get money from. Sounds like he has a box of cut off feet. But wait. Because I was telling him, I don't really sleep that much. I don't sleep hard and I don't really sleep that much. And we were talking about dreams and stuff. And he was telling me he had these pills, melatonin. I take melatonin sometimes too, right? And he was like he had something else from somewhere else. And I just thought about it while I'm talking to y'all. He might knock folks out and do stuff with them. I don't know. He seemed like a nice guy, but it just wasn't my type of guy. And the fact that he was adamant about not having a relationship, I said, well, how do you stop yourself? What if you like him? But I think he stops himself because he gonna kick it with you today. Don't call him. This is what I'm saying. He ain't gonna call you, and a month down the line you call him. I think that's how he do that thing, right? That ain't what I'm looking for at this stage of the game. I used to be like that, but that ain't what I'm looking for at this stage of the game. I need somebody that want to be with me all the time, hang out. What you doing today, babe? What we gonna do today? What's happening? What we eating? I need that in my life, right? But yeah, he said he wanted to just rub feet, and if I ever want my feet rubbed, because he got the special oils come through. Child, I was like, okay. And I'm never going to talk to him again. Now, if he called me, I'll talk to him, but I'm never going to call him. That's what I always do. I don't ever call you. Once you say something weird to me, I don't fool with you. I don't be mean or nothing. I just don't, I don't fool with you. And you usually get the message. Because, you know, and I be thinking to myself, like, back in the day, I could have saved myself a lot of time. If I practice what I preach now, if I had practiced that before, I'd have saved myself a lot of trouble. But you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? But, no. And that's it. 50 is too old for that job. For that ish. For what? I know it. I know. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? He like, I mean, y'all should have heard him. He was like, I talk, you know, every now and then, you know, sometime, you know, he was like, he cool with himself. That in itself is weird. And he was like, well, he's a introverted extrovert. I said, I'm the same way. I'm sociable. I'm an extrovert, but I'm also introverted. I'm an extroverted introvert. Or opposite, however it go. I'm the same way, so I get it. You know, I get it. But I just thought, he was like, I said, you don't get lonely, you don't be alone, you don't, he like being in his house by himself. That's what he said. Me too, Sheila. Me too, because that's all they want to do. Let me tell y'all something. This is a man that like me, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. And I'm totally turned off from him, right? And I don't want to hurt his feelings. He called me today, I didn't answer. He talked a lot of stuff, right? I don't like him. And then he was like, you know, his back, did the Jamaican guy call you back? No. He ain't never called me back. No. For what? Once we went to, because, you know, I don't know what he thought, but I told my cousin the story the other day. She said, yeah, he wanted you to make his play. But I don't know what he thought, because I'm not going to be the aggressor towards a man. If you're interested in me, you have to aggress on me, right? I'm not going to be aggressive towards you. That ain't in my nature, right? But he, whatever he wanted me to do, I didn't do. So once he told me, and I said, is we going to hang out this weekend? He said, I'll see. He said, I'll see. I don't know, I'll see. I already know the answer to that was no. I think what he wanted me to probably come over his house or something. Because I wanted to say, he said something about he was laying in bed, which is a turnoff to me one time. About his bed. You know, and I think I said something really kind of a little bit out the way that he didn't want to hear. And, you know, first of all, you was too nasty. And your car was nasty, your fingernails was nasty. I know damn well your house was nasty. My Jamaican man cooked for me and made my plate. That's what I'm saying. See, like, you know, but I told two of my cousins that story. They was like, he was waiting on you to make his plate. How don't make your plate at the buffet, nigga? You a stranger. I don't know you. Ain't like you been paying bills and I know how you eat and what you eat. I don't know. And the fact that you took them 2 strawberries and put them in your pocket, and the fact that you spit some food out your mouth onto the floor and I seen it. No. And your fingernails is too dirty for me. I know your house nasty. Your car was nasty. I know your house nasty. You don't even probably change your sheets. And his teeth was too little. I didn't look like he had no teeth. I told y'all that his teeth was little. Everything about him turned me off. Everything. He was disgusting. Everything about him turned me all the way off. In order for me to have went somewhere with him, we was going to have a grand time. A grand time. I don't know what that would have been. But no, he turned me all the way off. Which usually they do. Like a guy that was like me. He said I hadn't heard from him a while. He said he had hurt his back and so on and so forth. So I said, oh, that's good. So you walking and everything now? He's like, yeah, I'm walking. So we talked and we was having a good conversation until he said, I can do everything, you know, because he was like, you driving. I said, well, let's go bowling. Right? Bowling always throws them off. Right? That's how I can tell if they in shape or not. They don't want to go bowling. So he said, I don't know if he answered that, but then and later on in the conversation, he said, yeah, now I'm just walking on a cane. What? I ain't ready to be with no nigga that walk on a cane. I ain't there yet. That's my mama. I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet. Now, I know that might be very shallow of me, right? I don't don't want to be with a dude that's on the cane. He's a very nice dude. He was like, come on over, I cook and do all this. I don't want to be with a dude on the cane. I don't. I need a healthy man like I am. I don't want to be with a dude on the cane. I know you hurt your back and you had surgery. You was in the hospital for 5 months and you came a long way. I appreciate all that. God bless you. I don't want to be with it. Where we going? You on the cane? Where we going? No, I don't want to be with a dude on the cane. I don't. No, it was a guy like me in Charlotte, a very nice guy. He was on the cane. I don't like you. The members' names are in green. Now, it is, right? That's what I said. I love the way it looks. Like, I'm digging this. And when she joined, when Denise joined, it went big green across. Girl, I like that, y'all. Like, I didn't know anything about the members. I seen people had members and all that stuff. The Osh Guys, girl, I think about Osh Guys all the time. Let me tell you what happened, Tanya. So, you know, on Google, my TV some kind of way is connected to Google, right? So when you now I think it's just on my screen. I don't know. Yours ain't green, is it? I think hers is green. Well, Tanya is green. I don't know why Nick's ain't green. Why Nick's ain't? Maybe because you are a moderator. Maybe because you're a moderator. That could be it. You're a moderator. But you know, when you put your TV on pause for too long, pictures start coming up on your screen, right? Child, a picture of him came up. That's what I thought you were mine. Girl, child, a picture of him came up on my screen with his little self, with his little Mitch Mac outfit on. I was like, look at him. I gotta figure out how to delete that. Yeah, it ain't because I don't try, y'all. I swear to God, it ain't because I don't try. Because I damn sure try. I give everybody a shot, because I used to didn't give people a shot. And my friends was like, you got to be open and this and that and that and that. But my style is beautiful young woman. She has the same problems we have. And I know, my daughter's in her 30s. The same thing. Same thing. My girlfriend is in her 30s. Listen, and it's like this all over. I have friends all over. Dudes are weird creatures. And I don't know, how did they get that weird? Is it the weed? Like, what's making them so weird? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to male bash, because I love black men. But they weird. Oh, Jeanette. Yeah, so Nick, you not it because you the moderator. That's probably why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Like, and I can't, at this stage, I can't settle because I'm not going to like you. I can't even get to like you because you do something that's so turned offish, I can't take it. You know, like, dude was a nice dude, but he blew me. She's a moderator, but the star is there. Yeah, the star is there, but it won't turn. It still stay blue. He was nice, and I was thinking about he lived in a nice area. He lived in Douglasville, you know what I'm saying? But you on a cane. I don't care how much greens and macaroni and cheese, because he was like he could cook this and that, and I could come over, he can cook and all that. That's what old men do. I don't want to come over your house and eat and look at TV. And he probably ain't got internet. He might, but a lot of dudes don't be having internet and stuff. They just watch whatever little channels they get with the antenna. Like, I don't. If I come to your house has to be comfortable as mine. I'm not leaving the comforts of my home to be uncomfortable at your house. I'm not. You need to have internet. You've got a lot of dudes I have met and talked to don't have internet. Dirty Fingernail dude didn't have internet. He didn't have internet. A lot of dudes I went out with don't have internet. They don't have internet. Like, it's $50. They don't have internet. They'd rather watch them 3 little channels you get with the antenna sitting up there all crooked. You got to mess with and do all that with. I watch too much TV to not have. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to sit right there and look at the news. Dude, a lot of times dudes that don't have no internet, they watch the news all day long. They watch the news all day long. Yeah, they do. They watch the news all day long. Every dude I've talked to don't have no internet. That's what they do. They watch the news every time they come on. And then they want to scare you with all the news. I don't watch the news like that. I keep up with what's going on. I don't need to watch it every time they come on. I don't want all that in my head space, right? But that's what they do. I'm telling you, that's what they do. But you know, I don't. It ain't me, y'all. It damn sure ain't me. It ain't me. And if I meet one that I do like, I'm like, ooh, yeah, maybe. He got a girlfriend. He's a liar. 32. Yes, yes, yes. 34. Yes. Come on, y'all. Hit the like. This is the most I ever had come through, y'all. Become a member. Become a member like Denise just did. Become a member like Denise, because I'm telling you, when I'm on in my member, I'm talking all kind of ways crazy. All kind. I'm telling the lights that went out again. Oh my God. Now they done came back on. Is that the lights? Child, hold on, y'all. They came back on. Child. Did y'all see that? The lights went out again. Now it's all bright, super bright. Oh my God. Of course, my wife, my computer. Y'all still there? Wi-Fi out. Wi-Fi out. Ain't this a bitch? Every Sunday? Every Sunday. Y'all, the Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi done went out. I'm sick of this shit now. The Wi-Fi done went out. Again. Man, I am sick of this. Now, I can't see what y'all say. I think the world has corrupted so many minds without people being aware. Y'all, my Wi-Fi went out. I can't see what y'all really saying. My phone working, but my computer is not working because I don't have no damn Wi-Fi. The box is black. Oh, I'm sick of this shit. Let me see something, y'all. It must be. I know it was getting dark. It was looking dark too soon. Damn. Every Sunday? Every Sunday. See, let me tell y'all something. Yeah, my internet that went out on the computer. Let me tell y'all something. Chat disconnected. Let me tell y'all something. I think you got the storm we just had. Let me tell y'all something. Every Sunday, you know I'm going to be great because the devil is sure enough fucking with me. I can't have a successful life to save my life. And then yesterday when I had all my everything set up for my members only live, it just wouldn't work the way it was supposed to work with the already set up situation. So I had to just do it over and just go live from at that point on. Like, this is so absolutely crazy. I can't be without the Wi-Fi. Like, I gotta watch TV on my phone. I got some apps on my phone, but still. But I ain't even gonna watch TV because I'm getting ready to do some stuff. I got some stuff that I'm doing, y'all. Cause I just today, I got monetized on Facebook, right? I gotta now figure out how to do it on TikTok, right? Cause I'm trying to get me some streams of income up in here. Child, I am so mad about that. I can't never. Nick in Kentucky, I think, in Louisville. Child. Jeanette, what's the weather like where you at? I'm tired of every Sunday. It's a storm here. It's been raining. It's just rained too much. Yeah, in Louisville. I thought that's where she was, in Louisville. Yeah. And see, this Wi-Fi ain't nothing. I don't. There it goes. It's messing up on my phone. I don't think it's the. I got a lot of trees in my yard too. I don't know what just did it. Cause I was thinking about switching. My kids was like, "Why don't you switch?" But I don't know if the switch is gonna make a difference. Switch to T-Mobile or somebody because I got all these trees in my yard anyway, and I think it just go out anyway. Now it look like it's trying to come back on, but I don't know. One light flashing. Child, I'm sick of this. Anyway, y'all, I guess that I'm gonna have to go. It went back out. The light went out. Anyway, y'all, get your membership. Get your membership. Get your membership. Cash at me today, please. And members, 6 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Members, 9 o'clock Saturday. Unless you like my friend Jeanette and you in the streets having a good time. And then I'm going live Sunday, Lord willing. Internet allowing, right? Now, one time, it's gonna be if my internet don't come right back on, it's gonna be a whole day before it come back. And I got stuff to do. Let me see, I can do it on my phone, but I can't write. See, when the internet go out, I can't write. I can't write. Damn. Oh well. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. I see y'all. Love y'all, Jack Squad. Bye bye.